Hello everybody, Struan Vlogs here, welcome back to another video. Tarkan is now home. He just left not too long ago and I forgot to film. We woke up this morning and it was just completely on a whim when he phoned his mum, went, yeah, could you come and get me in like half an hour? I was like, what? I was not expecting that. But he's gone home now, he's actually falling asleep as we speak. He literally got in the door, sat in his bed, went to the bathroom, came back, and then he just about fell asleep 3 times. Don't know why my fingers aren't straight there. 3 times. And then he called me and he went, "Oh mate, I'm so tired. I've about fallen asleep 3 times." And yeah, that was a real yawn, that was pretty good timing. I've about fallen asleep 3 times on my iPad going, "Ruh." I was like, oh my god. And yeah, I'm a bit tired, but I couldn't fall asleep now. So I was surprised, I was like, right, okay, fair enough. And he stayed completely silent on the call to me for like 15 minutes. He was like, oh, I've just about fallen asleep the last 10-15 minutes. Just shut my eyes. I was like, oh, fantastic. Who's just a wee toddler going to bed at like 7 at night? Yeah, and at the time it would have been about 6:30. I know how he feels, but I wouldn't leave myself in limbo. I would be playing a game. His TV's still set up there and whatnot, but he's not going to be back till next week. So until then, I've got to make some vlogs. And I don't mean that I'm not making them when he gets here, I mean on my own.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
What you just saw there is a clip that Andrew has not included in his vlog. As we speak, he actually uploaded an unlisted video yesterday for me and Tarkan to go on to get our footage. And when I've just gone on to get the clip now of the camera view he got, he's fucking removed the video. Which is not great. That means I can't get the footage of us running from his angle anymore. Unless I ask him, but he's just not going to do it, is he? He'll have deleted it. Which is unfortunate, but I had a feeling that might happen. Anyways, you've seen it from my angle, and if you don't understand what that was, well, watch Friday 13th. You might understand that. Anyhows, I'm going just now to see what I can do. Hello. Now, I want to have a proper chat with you all today. This chat is regarding relationships. So I'm sure I've made multiple vlogs about it. I'm sure I've said multiple times. I'm sure I've made digs about people. But today's chat is regarding my first serious relationship. This goes way back to about November 2019. November, a new, and I will not name them, a new pupil joins my school. I'm in the library, trying to study. In other words, going through my phone, looking at my timetable, finding out what I've got, and putting some music on, using a laptop, typing, blah blah, you name it. I meet this new person. They're funny. Okay, their first impression was fuck, shit, fuck, all the time, but I was like, I do that as well, fair enough. So we got to be friends. Added each other on Facebook. We both had the same bookmark, because the librarian gave us it. It got to about December time, and the librarian was designing little like heart-shaped and star-shaped and whatever, and round baubles for the Christmas tree in the library. So me and this new pupil decided to share one. So we both wrote our initials, S plus certain initial, and you know, like, love forever, blah blah blah, and then decorated it on the back, wrote what your favourite book was or series was. And I got hung on the tree, and that's only the first couple of days. The first day was the one where I was studying, the second one I came up just to have a chill out. We started speaking on Facebook. You know, school's really shit. I was like, yeah, I agree. I can't believe, they make us do all this. I was like, yeah, I know. I could totally just not be there, it's shite. They were like, oh my god, finally somebody gets me. I was like, right, okay. I was like, wow. So every day, I would go to a room that I'm still in now, albeit, and I'd see them and we'd chat. And there would be plentiful the hugs and the occasional kiss. And eventually they said to me on Facebook, if I knew you better, I'd date you. At that point I was like, who the actual hell would date this puss? And I knew it wouldn't last for long. But I went with it anyway. I went with it. So, a couple of days later, I popped the question. This was after about 2 weeks of knowing the person, her. I says, listen, we've known each other for 2 weeks. We've got into a fantastic start. We've been speaking a lot in school, albeit not very much out of school. Will you go out with me? They replied, I don't know, but probably because I love you. I was like, wow. So the I don't know bit was solved when she dragged me down to another room at the end of the corridor and spoke to a friend and said, should I go out with Stu? And I was like, and that's when I knew that was never going to be serious. If you should have to ask your friend if you can go out with somebody, you're clearly not certain. But either way, the person said yes, because then you would actually see Struan happy as well. I was like, oh, well, thanks very much, So we dated. Every morning, rain, snow, shine, hail, shite, I would make sure to be in school for the time that she got into school, and he'd be already waiting at the entrance door to let her in. It got to about Christmas time. I bought her an art set, a Christmas present. Like pens, pencils, sharpener, rubber, because she loves doing art. She was like, oh, thank you. Not even like, oh, that was really sweet. I was just like, all right, thank you. And didn't even give me a hug. I was like, and that's when I knew. I was like, no appreciation there then. She kept saying, oh, I'll buy you this, I'll buy you that, I'll bring you a present in, I'll get you a bass guitar, I'll get you a ring. And I was like, all fart and no jobby, pretty much. But it started to become a point where I'd meet her in the morning, she wouldn't even hug me. She'd just run straight to her friends and hug them instead. I was like, this is not going to happen, is it? So I tried my best. I did what I could. That's the same point I started vaping due to stress. So at break times we'd go out and we'd vape together. I'd give her a shot of my vape. The thing is, she didn't like it if somebody said no. And I did that. Went to go into my pocket to get the vape out of my pocket. I says, I did not give you permission to do that. Please, can you not do that? It's my property. I wouldn't go into your bag and take something. Could you not do this? Could you do the same for me and not do that? She was like, oh, well, fuck you. I thought we were going out. I'm allowed to go into your pockets and stuff. And I was like, are you though? A little ask would be nice, So a day later, I'm breaking up with you. Why? There comes the excuses. My mum said no. My mate said no. I don't feel right. Where'd that come from? And then suddenly, my mum keeps taking my phone away. She won't let me have a boyfriend. She doesn't like you. I was like, sure. So I just let it slide, but I was really upset for a wee while. Left it a week, came back and says, are you sure you don't want to try again? Turned around and said yes. She wanted to go back out with me. It lasted all of a day before she came back to me once again and says, sorry, I can't do it. I was like, you sod. You absolute sod. If you weren't happy, you don't have to drag me through the hedge backwards again. And this was on the last day of term before Christmas. My dad and my mum came to pick me up from school because we were going out for a tea that night. I was a bit childish. I wasn't above just leaving it alone at that point. So when they came to pick me up, I was in the front seat. I rolled down the window and Andrew was next to her at the time. I went, fuck you, you absolute letdown. Or something like that. I was like... I felt good at the point because I was like, yeah, that's what you get for putting me through all this. But nowadays, if I have the same problem, I keep it to myself and I'm just like, enjoy your life. I'll try my best to get on my mind. I can be quietly upset about it and I won't tell anybody about it. I bottle it. And that's my way of dealing with it. I wouldn't do the same now as I did back then, but it would still hurt me as much. Albeit since that point I've had another 2 or 3 girlfriends. 2 of them I've broken up with, and 1 of them I'm still with. However, that is a chat about my first serious relationship. It was hugs, kisses. It was actually my first kiss. Proper kiss that I shared with her. It was before she went into class. She was like, oh, by the way, come here. Went for a hug. I was like, oh, well, that was... Yeah, I'm not going to actually pout and do a kiss, but I was like, well, wow. And you just get that feeling of, wow, I've done something successful here. Saw her after school. Another kiss. We got to the end of the gates. Another kiss. I was like, wow. And that's what I enjoyed, having a girl with confidence, you know? And I understand completely, not everybody can be like that. However, it's good to know a girl with confidence and to go out with one. However, I don't have bad blood with the person now. It's just a bad history that sort of puts me off speaking to them, because it's like, that's kind of awkward. It's not right to do that to somebody. But then again, what I did isn't right to do to somebody either, and just shout abuse at them. So, well, once going past in the car and just saying fuck you all the time, but I would not listen to her for weeks on end there. I was like, I'm not going to listen to you put me through all this. That bit's fair enough, but shouting stuff isn't there. However, I moved on to pastures new. Now I've just to wait and see what I've got in store in the future. Because I don't know what it's going to deal. I don't know what it's going to throw at me. But I try and rise above it and take it with a pinch of salt. Quote of the day: rise above it and take it with a pinch of salt.